Hey ladies, this is for you. I wanted to talk to you about something. There are narcissists, this has happened to me. That's why I'm only talking about it. There are narcissistic men out there who are using social media to have emotional affairs with you while keeping a sick relationship at home alive. They will lie to you and tell you they need a friend. They will tell you they filed for divorce, they've gone through divorce, they're in mediation. They'll tell you everything you want to hear. But the truth is they're emotionally missing what they need at home to keep their sick marriages alive or relationships alive, and they come to you and have an emotional affair. And it keeps the sickness going. And if you won't do it, somebody else will do it. So they're just getting their needs met somehow, some way, by somebody. And they'll just move on to the next one. And I am telling you this because it happened to me, and I wasted 2 years of my life believing lies. And trust, not to mention the trust thing was just out the window. But be very careful entertaining men on Facebook. Be very, very careful entertaining any man on social media. Because if a man needs social media if he doesn't have a ministry, a business to promote, then it's probably not legit. I mean, it's probably just picking up women, going from one to the next. We need to be really smart. And the problem is, until we stand up as women, and especially women of God, and say no more, we're not going to do this anymore. Because the thing is, these people use Christian women. These narcissistic men use Christian women and prey on us. Because we're good and we see the best in them and we believe the best in them. And, sorry, it's late. Anyways, for me it is anyways. But anyway, so the thing is, they use that to their advantage. And they're staying in these relationships because of sex and money. And at the end of the day, it's nothing more than prostitution. There's no love there. They lie to you and tell you that they divorced a long time ago, they've been separated, they cheated on them, all this stuff. But the truth is, you're just keeping their sick relationship alive. And that's all they're using you for. So please be aware that this is going on all over social media. And be very careful who you hand your treasure out to. Be very careful. The thing about it is, you can have a relationship and be spiritually, mentally, emotionally connected to somebody and never have sex with them. And that is more powerful than anything. You have to have 4 components to have a relationship, a successful relationship with Christ. You have to have spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical is the last. But if you don't have those, it probably won't work. And there are people that will pull you in without the physical and get everything they need just to go back home and sleep with the person they're with and lie to your face and lie to them. For me, it was an issue. This was somebody I knew. This was somebody I knew for many years. Didn't really know them, but I went to school with them. And they wanted to have a best friend, needed a friend. And I was there, and I always met with them in public places, at the church, coffee shop, or whatever. And I just listened to this person. This person was a chronic enabler, an Ahab spirit, and his ex, or whatever she was a Jezebel. And he's never been in love with her a day in his life, and he's just living a lie, and it's just, it's sick. It's just sick. And they're messing up people's lives. They don't even realize it, and they don't care. And I was this person's friend and nothing more than this person's friend. And but emotionally I got very, very attached to this person. And over time it just wore me down. Just sucked the life out of me. Just be very careful. Be very aware that there's men just going from woman to woman to woman. And they don't care about you. They don't. And until we learn to stand together as women and come together and say enough is enough. We've had enough. We're not doing this anymore. We are standing together, and you are all alone in this. Dude, you can just cry till the cows come home. I don't care. It's not going to stop. And all you're doing by being the woman who gives that person what they need, by being that person, you're delaying them from moving on with their life and dealing with what they need to be dealing with. And you're cheating. You're an adulterer. And when God told me that he had lied to me and that his wife, ex or whatever, had moved back in the house, he disappeared for a few days, and I knew that God was right. And sure enough, I confirmed it. And then I had a dream of this person in a bar at like 5:30 in the morning. He'd gotten off a boat and disappeared, was talking to me, and then just disappeared on a Monday and gotten off a boat, and I didn't know where he was. I was scared. I thought maybe he drowned, and called the Coast Guard. I mean, I was even looking on the Coast Guard website and stuff. I was like, what happened? And I had a dream this person went to a bar, or was at a bar with her, and had a t-shirt on that said angels and demons on it. Woke up, went straight into the vision, and saw the angels and demons around him fighting. And God said, that was my cue, that she was hanging out with him again. She's come back around to remove him from my life. And I did. I was obedient. And but I trusted this person very much so. And here's the thing. Men and women cannot be friends, period. Especially if one of them is in a relationship with somebody. Opposite sex can never be just friends. Somebody always has an agenda. And we open those windows and allow Satan to crawl through, and we don't know what damage is being done. I was lied to. I was lied to all along. I was told this person had filed for divorce, and I was just lied to. And I can't go to his whatever she is and tell her, because if I do, then that's going to be on me, and it's going to go full circle. And it's been almost a year, and I'm starting to realize the damage it's done. But I'm so thankful that I have a God who's bigger and says, hey, you know what? Vindication is mine. I got this. I don't need to get even. I don't need to go tell her anything, because God's going to take care of him. So he's going to be responsible for hurting his daughter at the end of the day. But Satan will use women to get to us and pull us away from God. And there's no man that's worth losing our crown for. Be very careful about who you even emotionally get attached to, okay? Just be very careful, and always look at the signs of narcissism, because there's a lot of them out there, and they tend to flock to Christian women, and I've had 2 of them in my life. So be very, very careful. Okay? Put on your armor of God and seek the Lord, and you should be madly in love with God, and that's enough. That's enough for you, and that should be all you need. Okay? God bless.